Oh, it was about Cedric the Entertainer, the legendary Cedric the Entertainer. He had a $25,000 fund for his family, right? And he had to end it because they thought it wasn't enough. So this is based on a conversation he was having on the Breakfast Club. And he was there to promote a book. And he talks about having a $25,000 fund for his family where you can get whatever it was. You had to qualify, though. He put his sister in charge. So it wasn't for nothing that's like nonsense. But if you needed school money, was an example he used. Another example he said is you getting ready to lose your house or getting ready to foreclose. But he put up $25,000 every year and created a fund for his family. So instead of just always calling them and asking to borrow money, he created a vehicle.
Yeah, just call my sister.
Yeah, put her in charge of it. He said what happened was family started like, look, I need my own 25 G's. Like it just wasn't enough. And he was like, yo, shut the whole thing down. So this leads to a deeper conversation. And GC stole what I was getting ready to say too. GC says that it reminds me of that Jay-Z video talking about his cousin. That's exactly what it reminded me of. And I'm going to bring that up as well. But I also want to share this.
Pastor said they got a museum in Atlanta that has the headphones and you sit at the lunch counter. Man.
Oh, man. I was in Atlanta. I went to the Coca-Cola Museum, though. It's because, I'm a nerd like that.
Atlanta got a lot of dope museums, man.
Yeah, like the Blue Flame. Oh, no, mind. My fault. No, mind.
Easy, young Jeezy.
My fault, bro. I didn't mean to say that. I apologize. That is the institution, though. Are you trying to say it's not an institution? Is that what you're saying?
It's like KODs.
Yeah. All right, but take a listen to this quick part of what Ced had to say, man, because I want to get you guys' feedback.
But definitely, like it is one of those things where, I used to have a whole fund for the family. It was a very specific number. Really? Every year you put it in there. That's what's over there.
How much was it, if you don't mind?
25 grand every year. Okay. But people can get it, like they would, but they had to deal with my sister. So like you had to figure it out. But
that's smart.
But 25 grand, whatever it is, you can go there, you can qualify for it. And not all it was. Well, I mean,
because you late for your car.
It wasn't no, I ain't going for the nonsense. Like I want to go to Beyonce said, let me get like $900. Yeah. You're not getting it for that, but you late, you need school money, you got this, you're gonna lose the house, you can go in there and get that money, like some of it. Not all of it, not one person get all of it either.
When did it stop?
I don't even remember.
All right, so you guys get the gist of it at this point, but I want to add a little bit more to the story though, because I think it's an interesting conversation. Because me and Corey have had the conversation on here before, where I told him that sometimes I struggle with a form of survivor's guilt, right? Because you want to help people in your family, but you also there's a thin line between helping and enabling, right?
Yeah.
So the funny thing is I watched this and I was talking to a couple of folks about it. I'm like, yo, I don't even know what the answer is, right? I saw the Jay-Z thing where he talked about when he goes home and people just constantly asking him for money, and his cousin like, yo, give me 4,800, I'm gonna give you a couple mil back or something crazy like that. And I saw the responses on both sides, like, well, if you're a billionaire, 4,800 is the equivalent of like $10 or something like that, 10 cents, whatever it was, whatever that math was. But there's a fine line, right, between enabling someone being taken advantage of versus being able to help your family with the value and wealth you've created. So when we talk about wealth creation, we always talk about it from a holistic standpoint, and we also talk about it from creating wealth not just for you, but for your family.